The Democratic Alliance's Natasha Mazzone is convinced that Eskom cannot solve the issues facing it and has resorted to lying to the public. The Public Enterprises Shadow Minister accused the power entity of misusing the public funding granted to it in an effort to keep up appearances. Pay attention. Click See First under the following tab to see briefly.co.za news. On your newsfeed, Natasha Mazzone feels that Eskom is misusing public funds granted to it in an emergency bailout following a late loan payment. According to the South African, the entity has used R17 billion after failing to pay the New Development Bank. Natasha Mazzone seems to think that nothing can be done to make Eskom viable and sustainable, adamant that the bailouts granted are not being used responsibly. Pay attention. Do you want to know what's trending on briefly.co.za? Join our WhatsApp group today. Read also, Julius Malema accused of abusing party funds by a second of the Democratic Alliance representative insists that the entity is using billions to pay for diesel and salaries, all in their effort to appear coordinated ahead of next month's elections. Mazzone says that the DA has been reliably informed that not incentive. The bailout funding has actually gone towards maintaining power plants. The DA has been reliably informed that Eskom is not using the Chinese Development Bank loan and the bailouts for maintenance of our power plants, which are the original sin that led to this crisis. They are using the money to literally pay salaries and keep the lights on by burning through billions of rands worth of diesel until after the elections. Read also, 12 most unique celebrity weddings according to Mazzone. This means that SA will be plunged back into darkness once the ANC has misled the public about the gravity of the problems at Eskom. The opposition party has fiercely campaigned against the ANC's inability to contain the crisis at the entity, with some of the century's worst load shedding coinciding with the run-up to the elections. Enjoyed reading our story? Download BRIEFLY's news app on Google Play now and stay up to date with major South African news. Source: briefly.co.za. Let's block ads.